And we're back.
And we are. I was having a thought.
Good, because you fucked it with that. You gotta be one.
I know. I was thinking about like eating food though in the shower.
What?
Not that came out. Not eating food in the shower. When I was in the shower, I was thinking about eating food.
And that thought came back to you just now?
Yeah. Because you were saying that the bottle went won't.
It did.
Like a sound that a beverage made. And I was saying how I like my foods to sound.
What?
Like the foods that I eat. Like the foods that I love the most.
Don't finish.
I like Italian food, right? And my favorite meal ever, like since I was a child, is spaghetti and meatballs. But I like all Italian food. So I was thinking like I like my food to
Hey, you.
Yeah. And then I also like
Wait, all of it or just the noodles?
Just the noodles. We're not slurping sausages and shit.
Yo. We sure.
No, but like yeah, the noodles, like pasta and stuff. And then my snack of choice is always like chips. Like I like crunchy foods, and like if I have a salad, I think we had this conversation before too. Like if I make a salad, I gotta add the romaine for like that crunchy feel. So I like my food to go. And it was just because you made that sound, but it's just a thought that I had. I'm not.
You sure?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, I know it's nothing wrong with it. I'm confident that I'm not.
You been tested?
No, but I think I know somebody who is. I for sure know somebody who is. And I think his daddy is.
Okay, what that mean?
I don't think I'm on the spectrum. No, I know for sure I'm not on the spectrum. He wilding. Hi. He started wilding.
I'm just because that's I
like
wild.
The way because I like my foods a certain way. Like I like
yes.
foods and
because
and like pasta. What?
No, because you thought about it in the shower and then you just all day you just like I can't wait to feel that crunch from my lettuce. Like what the.
It was just a thought that I was having when I was in the shower.
Yeah, and then
I feel like you should be like you fat versus autistic. What the fuck?
I'm just saying that's a real it's like sensory, like almost like you're not. Mm-hmm. I wasn't trying to be smart. I'm just saying like because I honestly you already know I have I believe a lot more people are there
are on the spectrum
than people want let on.
Okay.
Once they made an actual spectrum, because I don't think that
the thing about the spectrum is it's just too big.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's what I mean. Once they, because I feel like it's just it's like the Levitical.
What's that?
The LGBTQ. I feel like it's the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the same thing. I feel like they're gonna add as many things to it as possible. But like I feel like autism is autism. I feel like autism is autism. Then like what the spectrum is, I feel like everybody on the spectrum has what they call autism. But I feel like it's just your brain is working a little different. You like crunches.
I like crunches. I love a crunch. Ooh.
See? You should not be that thrilled. But
hi guys.
I digress. Guys, hi.
I have to make this pillow. It's just not in a good place. But I don't want it all the way going. You know, I love the pillow.
That's the point. Why do you need the pillow?
I don't know. I like it. I love the pillow. It gives cozy. I look big in this t-shirt today. And I lost weight. So fuck out of here. Hi guys.
I didn't say who the fuck. All right.
I'm Lex.
I'm just here, I guess.
This time. And this is Apartment 408.
The podcast.
Your favorite podcast.
We're your favorite people.
Discuss your favorite shit. We're back on another Friday to discuss some more shit. I glitched. I jumped off the spectrum and back on. That's what happened. I glitched. Yeah, so are we done talking about textures of food?
Never wanted to, so yeah.
Well, you asked me to go deeper or whatever you said.
I didn't know that's
Ayo!
Yeah, definitely ayo. But I didn't know that's where we were going with it. I just needed you to expound on what you were talking about because it was left field.
Anyway, hi, beautiful people, ladies and gents.
The ugly ones too.
The ugly ones too. Hello.
We don't want you, but we love you.
We do love you. That's true.
She might want you.
I was about to say, y'all know my niggas gotta be a little percentage of fucking possum or something.
They gotta be 8% possum?
They gotta be a mix of a walker or some fucking thing. I don't like me no pretty ass niggas. You can't be no pretty nigga and be my nigga. I don't want it.
She said she need a nigga to be 6% possum. I don't like it.
So today we are going to talk about settling in relationships, specifically when it comes to other people having children. Crazy thing about this discussion is that I feel like both of us are kind of on the same page. So it's not really going to be a debate.
I don't know how you feel. Don't just put me on your page.
Oh. Well, then let's just talk.
Yeah, don't.
Bitch, I don't always.
Put us on the same page and be like, I come with what I come with. Bitch, I didn't say that.
No, you don't feel like that though?
Not 100%.
I come with what I come with?
No, you gotta take me or leave me.
Yeah.
So, but that somebody else might consider that something. Somebody might leave me.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I just had a conversation. I feel like we have to conversate about the conversion.
About the conversion. So, there are people in the world who feel like dating somebody seriously, getting into a relationship with someone who already has children is settling. I don't think that is settling. I feel like to each his own.
Yeah.
If you don't, I think my issue with it is the wording. If you just don't want somebody that got kids, then just don't date nobody that got kids. But for you to say that being with somebody that has children is settling, that's wild to me.
I mean, I think I personally, it's circumstantial because I feel like some people may be settling because, like, I understand what you're saying. Some people is like, this is as good as I can get. This is what I can get. This person is giving me a time of day, so whatever comes with them, I'm gonna take it. But I feel like if you meet somebody and you like, this is my person, or you like, this is I want to be with a said person, and said person comes with persons, then
it's not settling, right?
But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it probably is though, because all right, if you ask, nobody's gonna answer this like honestly. Well, no, nobody with you is gonna answer this honestly. But if you ask somebody that you're dealing with, if you didn't have to deal with me and my children,
would you be happier?
Yeah. Reality is reality, but if we talk about...
Yeah, but I think that that's different.
But it's still settling. I feel like everybody's settling.
That's not settling.
I feel like everybody's settling.
No, compromise and settling are two different things.
Is it?
Yes. When we talk about our person, like how you just worded it, like if this is your person and they just so happen to come with persons, then it is what it is. To me, I don't feel like that's settling at all. That's just my person comes with other people. And that's just that. Settling is like what you said before. This is about as good as it gets.
All right.
And this is just, she got kids or he got kids.
How about this?
Then that's settling.
You meet guy A, right? You meet this nigga and he everything you ever wanted in a nigga, right? But he got 2 kids. He a full-time dad, right? Son and a daughter. 10-year-old son, 6-year-old daughter, right? Daughter admires you. Miss Alexis, fire, bro. Like she everything I want to be my girl. Like daughter on your top. She want to be where you at. She everything. Young boy, like I don't give a fuck about that bitch. But you gotta live with this. Now you have a combatant in your house, a combatant that you didn't create. So you're not given the time or the to actually like build the relationship with said combatant, and then you didn't create this combatant, so you don't have an actual like biological bond with said combatant. But this nigga is everything. That is a situation that you're going to choose to deal with because you want him. Now, if somebody told you that same nigga can come without the combatant in the house, would you be like, no, this is the man I wanted, and this is the journey he was already on, so this is exactly what I want. I want that kid that don't like me in my house. No, if you say otherwise,
I wasn't gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you would. But I'm saying, but if you said otherwise, I'm asking you a question, but I don't need your answer because I know the answer. And that's what I'm saying. By sometimes it is settling. You're gonna deal with because life is about settling. Circumstances is not perfection. Some shit you gotta deal with. Like this might be, like I said, this might be the nigga you want for the rest of your life, but his baby mom aggy as shit. But that comes from having kids. You gotta deal with this one for the rest of your life because he already had kids. It's situations that you just gotta deal with because this is my person, or this person I want to be with. But if you can be with this nigga without said baby mom or without their aggy kids, and some chicks be like, I wanted my first kid to be his first kid. Like it's certain shit that you want. You don't want the baby mom. You don't want the drawn ass kids. It's certain shit that you won't want, but you're like, this is not my reality. So in the grand scheme of things, you are settling, but you're getting a person you want out of it, but you are settling because it's like in certain situations, like
I just think I don't know. I think the word settling bothers me. Maybe that could be where that could be it. Okay. Because I still feel like a compromise is a compromise. So in my head, like we'll just go with everything that you said, right? Like 10-year-old son, 6-year-old daughter. I mean, the baby girl is good, and me and Zaddy is.
So you and daughter, his son is you and daughter great. Yeah. Son of motherfucker, baby mama, bitch. But you and main man, y'all everything for each other.
I don't see it as settling.
What do you see?
That's why I said I think it's the word bothers me. Because for me, if I have my person, let me finish my statement. If I have my person and me and baby girl Gucci, your baby mom could be eggy, and this son of yours is a motherfucker, I still don't feel like I'm settling because, and everything is like a boundary. Like, and it's funny because it's taking me to a conversation that me and my girlfriends had. It has nothing to do with like settling and stuff like that, but just like your boundary. So we were talking about dating, and my girlfriend has been in the wildest fucking experiences because she don't have no line drawn. You know what I mean? Like, she dated a guy, and even when like she see the red flag, she kind of keep going, and then the red flag gotta like, like it gotta like fly off the house and like cover her up or some shit like that for her to like notice it or whatever. And
she like the roller coaster.
Yeah. And I had said, and I used to be one of them, and I told her like it's easier for me to like it's easier said than done or whatever. And I'm not just saying, you know what I mean, like this is easy process. It's not. But you draw your lines in the very beginning. So in my dating experience, I haven't gotten niggas be shitty, but I haven't gotten to a space. I haven't gotten to a space where it's like,
no, niggas be terrible, but
no, they be terrible, but I haven't seen how terrible, because in this round of dating, my last year and some change, it has been like boundaries. So when I see a certain piece of it, and that's not what I want for my space, that's not what I want for me, I'm cutting it off. I had this conversation with somebody I was just recently dating too. Like, we was going back and forth joking about, because one of my other girlfriends was dating somebody who had a little baby, and they had lied about it. And I'm like, that's just where I draw the line. Like, and the guy that I was talking to was like, well, what do the baby got to do with her?
Oh yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, but if that's not what I want for myself.
Like a little baby?
Yeah. Like, I feel like it comes with a knowing what you can and cannot deal with.
Yeah.
So for me, and that was my thing, like, he didn't understand why I would be like, oh, I can't deal with him no more, because that's just not what I want. So I feel like that with that relationship situation, for me, a 10-year-old that's eggy as shit, a baby mom that's eggy as shit, a little girl that absolutely loves me, and the man that I absolutely love, I don't look at it as settling. I think that that's a space for me to evaluate the situation and what I'm going to deal with or what I'm not. If I decide to deal with it, I'm not settling. I am compromising. I am saying that this is something that we're going to work on. This is something that you need to handle with the baby mom.
Compromise is a settlement. It's still settling.
Okay.
Because one thing is, this is you being a single mother. So you
I feel like settling is like,
I'm about to say, because you
sitting with a man who's married and you dating and you okay with being baby girl number 2.
No, because if that's what she wants,
so negative.
But if that's what you just put that negative connotation on it. Because like, if that's what she wants, then it's by your same standard. If this is what I want, then it's not settling. This is what I want. This is what I'm comfortable with. She comfortable with being a side bitch. How's she settling? Words have definitions. You can't be like, because it's a situation that I wouldn't do, it's called settling.
Right, but no, I didn't say that specifically about a situation that I wouldn't do, because I was a side piece before.
Before, I'm talking you now.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And I don't think in that space that I was settling. I felt like I was cool with it. I didn't have the obligations that his wife had. Like, you know what I mean? In that space that I was in, today I wouldn't do it. And even in that situation, I got into a space where I felt like I was settling. I was no longer in that space anymore. So situations change, but to me, settling sounds very negative.
Yes, I feel like, because you are also somebody, like, if you met a nigga that has kids, it's like popcorn and cuddle. Like, you can't be like, oh well, that because I'm bringing my luggage, you bringing your luggage. I can't be like, get rid of your luggage. That's number one. And then number 2 is like, once again, like I said, it's still settling. If I said no, I would. If I ask you a question, would you rather that person be these situations be different? Then you end up settling. Now you can still love the person and you can still want this to work and all the other shit, but it's still. And like I said, everybody settles because there's no such thing as the perfect person. A person can be perfect for you, but it's not a perfect person.
Okay, I got you.
The person that you envision, the little vision boards you hold be writing.
First of all,
you ain't never had a vision board?
Slow down with the hoes. First of all, shut up.
That wasn't the answer.
I didn't say. I got a vision board in progress
right now. All right. So I was right.
3.
So I'm saying the person y'all be writing on your vision boards?
Art project.
So it was the hoes part?
What?
Because I said you hoes be writing on your vision board.
The hoes part, yeah.
I thought it was a vision board. Hoes
No.
was a broad term.
Vision boards are fun.
You said niggas was terrible 6 times. I said hoes. But like I was saying,
niggas is terrible.
Calm down the niggas.
Go ahead.
A young black man trying to make it.
Terrible.
But like I was saying, y'all little vision.
The worst. Like, all right, go ahead.
That nigga don't exist.
That's a lie.
He don't exist. It's a magical nigga.
I think no, it's not. I think that you know how you ever saw I see plenty of videos like different people saying the same shit all the time because you know everybody want an idea they their own. But everybody says like you write down the list, the man that you want, and then throw that shit in the trash.
No, the rawest shit I saw. I think it was on Mr. Brown.
Yes, write down the list of all of the things that you want in a man, or that you want, in a man you want in your spouse. I was saying, and become that.
I was saying no because you didn't want me to finish my sentence. Huh?
No.
Because I said the rawest shit I ever saw, and you was like, yes, I'll take over from here. Why couldn't I finish my sentence, nigga?
No, because I think that was amazing as well. But I was trying to make the point, so I was getting through that point quickly. That was great what he said. These are all of the things you want out of somebody. Beat it.
I finished your point because mine didn't matter.
I don't even know what my point was.
Because it wasn't the point. Because it wasn't the point.
Yes, it was.
You just wanted to cut me
Anyway, I don't think that... I believe when people say, you make this list, like all of these things that these men have to have, this magical nigga, throw the list away. Or people have said, you have this list and it's like 10 things long. Chop that shit down to 3 because you're never going to find it. As long as you have this long ass list of things that you want this man to be, you're never going to find your dream man because no man possesses all of these little magical, ridiculous things.
I just said the same fucking thing.
I'm not negating your point. I'm making a point on top of what you said.
But you started off with no. You can't say no and then make the same point. Continue.
What I was saying about this vision board that the hoes create. I agree with what you feel Mr. Brown said. I agree with this magical shit that need to go out of the window. What I'm saying is when the vision board is made of this magical nigga, it needs to not be a magical fucking nigga and be the core of things. Like, I'm not worried about your kids. That's not a thing for me when I'm thinking about like my dream man. How many kids or anything like that? Because
you might not admit to this, but you're also a woman with kids.
Yeah, but it didn't always be. It wasn't always like that. I literally used to, and my reasoning was different. Even when I had my oldest son, when I was 17. I'll probably say this almost every episode. So but I had when I was very young. I was always a woman with kids. Right. However, at one point while I was dating, I didn't want to date anybody that had kids. And my reasoning for that was because of the relationship between me and my son's father. And the only thing that I had ever saw with niggas and they baby moms was fucking havoc.
Okay.
And I felt like you'll never deal with that when it came to me and my baby dad. Because we didn't have that shit. It wasn't no baby mama, baby daddy drama with us. When it was over, it was over. We was good. Me and his other baby mom had a beef, but that was on some other shit. Like that had nothing to do with like my baby daddy, your baby daddy. It wasn't about that. So I felt like if you can come into my space and I have a child and you never have to deal with no baby daddy drama, a nigga want his family back shit, I don't want to ever have to deal with that. So I want to deal with a nigga that has kids. So that was my reasoning then.
Yeah, but it was unrealistic. That whole thing was unrealistic. So we're not talking about that.
I don't think it was unrealistic. Why was it unrealistic?
I have a kid you cannot have a kid because me and my baby dad is cool, but I ain't never seen no other people with a cool baby dad, so you can't have a cool baby mom. That's stupid. That's childlike thinking.
Yeah, and I had my son when I was 17. I was dating when I was 19. So it was very childlike.
Once again, I said you've never been a woman.
However, I did find a lot of niggas that didn't have kids.
Yeah, but that's just something you found. What I'm saying, but just being like, what I'm saying is, just having kids and people not having kids being a non-factor is unrealistic, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So you with a mature brain now, a man with kids is not off the table because you are also, once again, you've had children since you were 17. So a man with kids is not unrealistic. I'm saying it's not unrealistic. Now somebody else, if a girl without kids says she don't want a guy with kids, it's not unrealistic. But if said girl found a guy with kids and fell in love with that man, she settled because she did not want a man with children. But the man that she desired happened to have children. She didn't go out saying like, because some people be like, I want kids, but I don't want to have them. So if a nigga come with kids, it's cool. We can raise them together. I know people who said those exact words. Yeah. So that person did not settle. They went out looking for a nigga with kids. But if a woman go out looking for a nigga without kids, and the nigga with kids come and sweep off her feet, she settled. You know, like I said, it's a shitty word, and it's probably not a word you want to say to that nigga. I settled for you. Bitch, you unsettled.
See, that's my thing with the word. It's such a terrible word.
Words are words, bro. They have definitions for these exact reasons. They might hurt your feelings, but because your whole thing is if a
Let's
nigga
look at reality and not what you want it to be.
Yeah, if a nigga looks you in the eyes and says, "I settled for you because you have kids," that's terrible to say.
I'm backhanding them.
That's terrible to say to you, but it's probably realistic.
And I keep dating all these guys that don't have kids.
And then but it's also like,
where are y'all coming from? These little mid-30-year-old unicorns. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
I hope they don't feel like they settling for me. Well, not they. Gotta make it clear in case you watch the episode.
But like I said, it's a form of settling.
Okay. Wait. Okay. I guess the word settling puts me somewhere else.
Like I said, the original joint you sent me, right?
Mm-hmm.
The conversation, stupid.
I think he went too far with like his comparison, what he was trying to compare it to. But go ahead.
It sounded a real high value man to me, and I just don't really subscribe to that way of thinking, man or woman. Like, I feel like anybody like just with that broad way of thinking is fucking retarded to me.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably say the same thing with me. But his point though, his analogy, smock. The end of that shit,
he said shorty on her ass.
Mm-hmm. So with hearing both, it kind of opened my eyes to just the definition of it, like, because like I said, if you had the choice between, like I said, A and B, same exact nigga, A has luggage, B ain't never been on a flight. Y'all can go on the first flight together. That's everybody. Yeah, of course anybody would say that. But then like when you really think, when you just go deeper into shit, it's like, all right, well, yeah, yo, you fall in love with shorty or main man, you fall in love with the kids too.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, at this point, like, yo, I couldn't imagine life without him or the aggy ass 10-year-old or the fucking sweet ass 6-year-old who thinks she getting away with shit, like. And
I can't wait to have a little girl.
And when baby mom be on the phone cursing, I be like, shut up, bitch, and she be like, nah, like, there might be a whole vibe, like, you might, the whole family might be like your cup of tea, but when you really thinking about it, you settled. But now this shit wrong. baby mom be texting you. You baby mom and the daughter all got matching outfits for Halloween. Like, you mean, shit happens. Man, me and baby dad ain't never gonna have matching outfits. I'm putting that out there right now. Cause fuck that nigga. It's never not up.
I ain't mad at you about that though.
I am who I am.
Whatever. But yeah, it clearly it's just the word settling that bothers me.
Grew up that pussy.
Well, all right, you said what you said. Why do you gotta be like that?
I don't know. I feel like we started today on the eyes. I just want to keep it that way.
Did we?
Yeah.
What happened?
I told you, you're tone. You gotta learn how to talk to niggas. I guess you got talk a little reckless while we recording, but you be talking to me reckless when we not, and I'll be ready to pop. But I'm like, to be a grown up.
But what did I say to you, reckless, or how did I say something? Where did it start? I don't understand. I feel like when we got together and we went to the dollar store, we was fine. All the way to the ends of the earth. Right now, at this point, why is beef? What happened?
I never said it was beef. I said we started it on eyes, and I just want to keep it that way.
No, I don't want to be on eyes.
Why not?
It's
I like
the fact that you want to continue. Where did it start? It was my question.
You wasn't talking to me appropriately, so I started not talking to you appropriately.
You did say that.
So yeah, and then you continued. So we just are inappropriately talking to each other, and I'm fine with this.
I don't like talking to each other bad.
But you do. You don't like when people talk bad to you back. You like to talk to niggas reckless, but when niggas talk reckless back, you like, oh my God.
What's that about?
I don't know. Put that in your fucking vision board. Talk to your therapist about that one too.
What's that about?
I don't know. That's a different episode though. Back to the regularly scheduled programming.
I just feel like, and it could be, I can't put nothing out anymore. You know what I mean? Like, but just the way you explained it, when you said whether you want to admit it or not, I don't have a thought process because I'm a woman with kids also. Mm-hmm. When I had mentioned how I felt about it back then, that literally was my sole reason. I never minded a man with kids. And then there was a point where I wanted a man that had kids because if I ever decided that I didn't want any more, you already got them. Also, I didn't want no pressure to be on me to have more because I got some and you got some. And also being able to relate. Like, you get less pushback or like, I'm not going to say pushback because I never got any pushback from any guy that I dated about kids, but if anything ever happened and I had to handle my children, the man was very easygoing with that. Or if it was like, oh, bedtime is this or this is, you know what I mean? Like, kind of running down like anything when it came to my kids, it was accepted easier. Like, it was just like very free. So those were the reasons that I wanted to date men that had kids. Now, which is very odd, and like probably, what month are we in? November? Since last July, I have met a plethora of men.
Last July, not this July.
Yeah, not this July. A year and a half ago.
Okay, I was about to say, Jesus.
I have met a plethora of men who don't have children, who are in their 30s.
They still exist.
They do, and I
thought I was gonna be one of them.
The fact that I keep attracting them, though, is what was kind of wild. What started being a little weird to me because I'm out with my girlfriends. Like, all were single at the time. a lot of us are still single, but a couple of us have fucking. Where is my man? Have gotten into relationships over the last. Jeez. A couple of us have gotten into relationships over like the last year, and the ones who didn't have kids would come at me, and all of the guys who had kids and all that other stuff would come at my friends. And I'm like, what is the attraction? I feel like there's something, not only with like looks and stuff like that, but like energies too. I think that there's something. You think solely us being out and they picking bitches and they like, that one.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And what group of friends was this?
My group of friends.
Because of the one was there.
Anyway, I just felt like over just this past year and some change, I've been attracting a lot of men who don't have kids. And it has been like kind of a new experience for me, because since I was like probably like 20, everybody had kids. Everybody. I hadn't dated a single man who didn't have kids. One of the niggas found out he had a kid while we was dating.
I'm trying to think.
So it has been that, like, that's been what I've been used to.
I think
and then I got married, and then now I'm dating again. It's like, don't nobody got kids. Not don't nobody got kids, but all of the guys that I've been dealing with, they don't have kids.
I think it's been a mix, but I haven't been serious with nobody who hasn't had kids in a while. Well, kid. I don't know if I can do kids.
Yeah, you talked about that a lot. That, okay. Because I wonder often, like, what is people's cutoff? Because, and I know what your cutoff is. We don't have to talk about that. Yeah. But I went out on a date with a guy.
Got more than one, you lost one.
Listen, that's your thing. Okay, that's fine.
That's too personalities. But my 3, you're 1, then you got 2 kids. I gotta do all that. And then my kids too.
Oh, you crazy bitch. But I was out on a date with this guy, and I had said something about my kids. Mm-hmm. And we had followed each other on social media for a while because he was a chef, and we met at an event. So it was like that kind of like networking type of exchange, social medias or whatever. Kind of kept in touch or whatever. He did some work for me or whatever, and then we started talking after the last event that I hired him for. And we were out on a date, and he's like, I didn't even know you had kids. He's like, I never saw me on social media. And my thing is always, that's my motherfucking page.
Yeah.
Fuck the kids. They don't belong on Instagram. If you don't got your own page, you don't got to be on mine all day.
I don't understand the women that like got like they butthole up and then the next picture is their kid.
I use your social media for what you want to and do what you want to on yours, but mine ain't about my kids. If I post my kids on my story, it's like first day of school, I'm hyped. Like I had a high schooler. That was exciting. You know what I mean? Like 8th grade dance, shit like that was exciting. Them niggas not just on my page. Anyway.
I'm not a really good social media person.
Right, yeah, but even still.
I don't know the criteria.
And I don't even think it is one. Mine is, this is my page.
I think booty holes and babies should be on 2 different subjects.
I posted like naked bodies on my social media. My children are not going to then follow that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I got my days, okay? During the week.
I don't know what that meant.
And we talking the beginning of the Monday and Tuesday. Once hump day hit, there's some hoes in his house. And them kids don't belong on my page.
They get Sunday and Monday.
They get Monday and Tuesday.
Oh shit! Because Sunday was for sports.
Yes, I'm complaining. And don't let one of my kids' teams beat my team. Now I don't. Y'all the fucking ops. Y'all for sure not going to my page. Suck my dick. Anyway, he was saying that he didn't see my kids on my social media page. He didn't even know I had kids. So he's like, "How many do you have?" So I was like, 5. And he was like, word? Like, this nigga, if he could have fucking hit a Yui on 95 and took me the fuck back home, he would have.
Why would you do that?
I'm like, fine. He was like, word? So I'm like, no, I don't have 5 kids. I have 2. And he just was like, oh, all right. He didn't have no kids. He was younger than me. He was 28, I think. 27, 28. And we had a wonderful date. And even like the next day, he's like, your energy was amazing. Like, I can't wait to hang out. It was very clear that the experience, the kids weren't like a thing in his head. Mm-hmm. But if we would have gone farther, I wonder what that have felt like, especially for somebody younger than me with no kids. I feel like somebody that's my age, maybe a little bit older, because I've dated older guys that don't have kids. Their thought process is a little different. But like somebody in their 20s with somebody that's older than
you got to think about what we going on a date for. Did we go on a date, or did I go on a date to find a girlfriend? Or did I go on a date to find somebody to have a good time with? Because the 5 might have been like, damn, like, is she going to be able to come out ever again?
She found it under this one Sunday. This could be it.
I mean, but like, we just having a good time. That's another thing. If we just having a good time, how many kids we got probably don't bother me. But then if our good time goes from good time to like, yo, I really fuck with shorty or whatever, then that's when you gotta sit there. You gotta sit there like, damn, like, can I deal with the 5? No. You're a good friend. I can't deal with the 5.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about a vagina that 5 babies have come out of?
Can I tell?
No.
Huh? Fix it. I feel like if I can't tell, because I feel like it's, I don't think you're gonna pop out 5 and that nigga can't tell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that was my question. Well, not like that was my question, but is it something that's a thought? Like, yo, all these babies came out of this? Because I know somebody got 7 kids.
You still grip tight?
How would I know?
Ask her. What? Your friends? Fuck. Do your nigga gotta go in the back to get his shit off?
I don't think, no, that's not a thing. Because it's going to come back
together. That is a thing.
It's going to come back together.
That's what y'all like to tell yourselves.
Especially if it's split. You got to tell the doctor, just put a couple extra stitches in it.
Listen, if they sew it back up. But sometimes it ain't going to mend the same way. Listen. It's the same, and women don't want to.
I could feel where mine's split at.
Women don't want to admit this either. If you out here just like getting balled up crazy about different niggas, it put a tarnish on that joint too. Like, I had this one girl, right? Well, it wasn't a girl, my girl, but we had a conversation, and she was like, so if I fuck 1,000 different niggas, but it's bad. But if I fuck my nigga 1,000 times, it's okay. I said, bitch, you sound dumb.
Yeah. Yes. Why would you all them different dicks?
But she's saying like
she was just saying like how many times her vagina's been penetrated.
Yeah, it don't matter. I don't know the science, but it matters.
But that's the thing. With that, we're not talking amount of penetration.
It's not yet, but I feel like there's only how come everything else on your body can only go through for so much.
But the coochie get you.
Yeah.
Get all these dicks slammed into it. all these babies flying out.
How about this, right? Y'all titties, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had one baby, you know, they fill up with the milk and then they get sucked on. They might drop a little bit. You get to the fourth one, you could be fucking 26 and them joints be at your navel from just a different fucking. And but you think where the nigga came from is back to prime day? No, sis, like human body, everything takes a toll on everything.
Something is wrong with me.
What's wrong with you?
I got a problem.
You do, but what?
I can't say it on camera. This is crazy.
Okay. You gonna write that down and talk to your therapist too?
Y'all ever heard of vicarious trauma?
No.
It's a term used for therapists and psychiatrists and psychologists, where you hear other people's trauma so much
that you, feel like
that you become traumatized. Okay. Yeah. And therapists have to have therapists. And I say all the time because I know other people who go to the same therapist as me. And I know them personally enough to know their lives. And I be like, bitch, just from us, she's fucked up. Like,
I don't know your therapist, but I know some of her clients. And just from y'all, I'm fucked up. But she got a degree, so she might be doing better than me.
Yo. Vicarious trauma. That was a good
you know what's crazy?
Term.
I could have used context clues.
Yeah.
Because I had it, but I never heard the term before, so I was going to let you explain it. But,
yeah. I can live vicariously through you.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that vaginas
go back.
But then I only have 2 children. They're 6 years apart. I haven't had a child in 8 years.
Can't you question?
My shit good. My shit dangerous. Like, all right,
Can't you question? What? Do you think your shit now is how old are you?
30s.
30s? Okay, cool. You think your shit now is early 20s? You shit? You think that shit wobbling the same?
Yeah, bro. I think this shit better. All right, wait.
Everything.
Wait. Listen. We talking lay like a board. Yeah, absolutely. That shit better.
You say talking what?
Like lay like a board. Like not talking about like the experience of an experience with me. Just the way it is.
I'm just asking, do you think that your your whole is on the same level?
Yep.
It ain't loosening nothing in 10 years.
Listen, I hit a nigga when I was in my 20s.
That's what y'all like to
No, bro, listen. It's a nigga that been around since my early 20s. That I balled in my 30s and took him the fuck out. Yeah, I think this shit go off.
Alright, I feel like
there's no way.
No,
ain't no fucking way.
I ain't never let me see.
Double back in that like that.
Yeah, I don't got that much time spent. I'm I get shit up.
Yeah, see, it's crazy.
I don't be holding on to shit like that.
That boy, I met him when I was 8 years old.
That's wild. I don't even know nobody I met when I was 8.
He was my boyfriend when I was 8 and 9.
My family not even around. Well, the immediate, but I'm saying the family that was around when I was 8, I don't even know where them niggas at, let alone my friends. Let alone like a girl.
Yeah, I think this shit still slap.
All I'm saying is, right, that with time, things age. With usage, things age. So with time and usage, everything has aged. I ain't saying that you walking around throwing a hot dog in a hallway. I'm just saying that, like, and this goes for every woman. If you think that your vagina is as tight as it was when you were 18, when you
I like to feel like all of those years married to a woman probably helped me out.
It probably did, but you wasn't married to her when you was 18. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, like, and this is a wild statement, but the wear and tear prior is still wear and tear, fool.
Wear and tear is terrible.
That's the only thing I can think of. But the wear and tear is still wear and tear. You mean? Because listen, it's a shitload of used cars out there that niggas are still buying. Mm-hmm. You find your used Bentley, it's still a Bentley, but it's a used Bentley. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You done had 2 carburetors. It's not the same when you was 18.
So you're cut off for sure. You can't have more than 1 kid if you dating a girl.
You talk for like vagina purposes or for like?
Well, both vagina and.
For vagina purposes, like how many you have for vagina purposes don't matter to me because I didn't have it before that.
Okay.
Now.
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Because you sound like a terrible person right now.
I'm saying it do sound really wild. I'm saying, like, if you had 5 of my kids, I ain't gonna want you no more. Yeah. No, but now we got time in. But what I'm saying,
what? Jesus.
What I'm saying is that if you have 5 kids, right, and we do the deed, and it's a noticeable fact, if I go in there like, oh, she had 5 kids, then I just don't want you. Now, you could not have any kids, not going there. I'll be like, yo, she had 5 kids.
Pew.
But maybe it's me. We don't know.
Because it could just be you.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
I literally just said that. You ain't had to double up. Listen, I could be small, you could be big. It ain't for us to decide right now. We just know that we need to part ways, sister. Matter of fact, if you rather, we can tell everybody I'm small. If that helps you leave the situation better, because I'm leaving the situation no matter what. But if that makes you feel any better, I'll gracefully bow out. I just know this ain't made for me. There's a hat for every head.
And bitch, that is a 7 in
that's an 8.5. They don't make them. That's an 8.5, baby. Bitch, I asked for a snapback.
You came in, bitch. I wanted a dad hat. You came in here with the fucking fitted no adjust.
That bitch came in with an old Scully. But no, I feel like 1 kid is enough for a bunch of other reasons, right? 1 kid is enough because, number 1, I talk to you all the time, personalities. People can fraud, but getting to know and learning your significant other's personality is a journey. Mm-hmm. Getting to know and learning your child's personality is a journey. Mm-hmm. Somebody else's child is a journey. Now, it's a journey that you might be willing to, go for. But when it's 2, 3, 4, like, that is so many different personalities that you have to pray that you mesh with.
You know what this sounds like to me, which I think is a beautiful thing?
What?
Consideration and like knowledge of self and pure intent. Because I have always wondered about, and this could be terrible. This could, I don't know. The people could hate me if they hear this. But I've always wondered about the men who deal with women who have 4, 5, 6 kids already. What about all of that is appealing? And not just appealing, but something that you're willing to take on, right?
But somebody like say the same thing about you and you too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something, but
now, but right. Like you just said. But I think that it comes from that. You know what I mean? Like if you can say all of that about the fact that I have 2, I hate this. I would want it to be what you said, right? Like you have to learn my personality. You have to understand your child's personality. Then you got to understand my child's personality and my other child's personality.
And then on top of that, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm not sorry, but I'm going to cut you off real quick. Especially when it comes to a man, because this is all people I got to lead.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. What you are giving me gives me that. Right, that intent or that knowledge to know, like, if this is something that I take on, I am the leader. And as a woman who is submissive, that's what I want. You know what I mean?
I was in a situation where I was dealing with somebody who had a kid, and I just couldn't. This wasn't the only thing that evidence, but I couldn't understand or fathom like just the raising of the child. The child was loved at every step of the way. Like I can admit, mom, dad, like it just. I just don't feel like it was like didn't feel nothing was right to me. It was like certain shit was happening and just like I feel like love ain't all you need to raise a kid. You know, it was like too much soft shit was going. It was a bad joint to me personally, and it was things happening. That I was like, I just sitting back watching it. Like you don't really have. That's another thing. Like you don't have the authority to change any of it. So it's like, do you sit back and take the first hand ride of watching? And mind you, I could be completely wrong, but this is just my feelings. I feel like you're not raising them right, but I don't have the authority to change it. But I'm gonna sit here and be side by side with this human being and watch him grow. And not have like the authority to change how
in a manner that I would never raise my own.
Now of course, like we gonna be, if we living together, and I'm always gonna have like some type of not inspiration, influence. I'm gonna have some type of influence on them, like because kids watch everything. Like I see how you move it, but the motherfuckers raising them, and like I said, once again, both parties. Outside looking in, stand up individuals. I didn't dig the whole situation, and shit was going on that was like, oh, I couldn't let this fly. Shit like that. But I can't do shit. And I just knew like just deep down, I couldn't still be around with like both y'all letting this behavior fly. I can't. I've done it for this long. I can't do it no more.
I think that's solid too, because even if a man or a woman can fathom being in a relationship with somebody else that has kids, because you're not the person raising the child. Like the two parents have this. You have to also decide if that is a space that you're comfortable with being in too. Are these motherfuckers raising this human being to be some shit that I could deal with? And how much understanding do the two have? Understanding that I'm going to now be in this household.
And that's the thing.
My influence means something. Respect to me means something.
And that's the
my
thing.
Input and my say means something because I'm in this household, and where that boundary is, there has to be something very clear for.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing that can make me adios any woman. I'm not even gonna lie. Love not gonna play a part in that.
I don't even play with how people deal with their kids. What the fuck is going on?
If the way your child's being raised is not to my I'm not gonna say my liking, but to my, I guess my standard. That's a trash word to use.
Standard, but I understand what you come like. At least a minimal standard.
Yeah. And
tolerable standard.
Yeah. If I can't tolerate the way your child's being raised, or if, like I said, I'm not raising, but if my opinion doesn't matter in the raising your child,
then I can't.
I can't be around because you're asking me to sit around and watch. And then I don't like the moms that's like, oh, this is what my son gonna do. No, this was your son. This was my child going. This is what your child does here. You gotta leave it up to the other parent to do what they do at their household, and the other person is not coming into your household. Y'all gotta have some type of understanding, because that's nothing I'm not gonna tolerate. Ain't no other nigga got any reins on my household.
What's in my household? I get that.
Now if you decide not to be in my household, that's cool. But like I said, love not gonna change that. I cut any bitch over that. I'm not gonna. Ain't no other nigga got to say in my household. Now I'm not going against nobody raising a child, but I'm not for none of that. There are rules that we as humans we're gonna set in play. That if this is your child, it's up to you to stand firm and make them follow those rules. But there are rules. Like a little shit like that that I just couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I have no problem.
Yeah.
I'll find another one.
Yeah. I just don't.
But that's what I mean. But when you, those are hard no's for me, right? But having to have those hard no's and dealing with somebody with a child is sullen because you have to think about that. You gotta be like, think if it was on you, right? You don't want no other woman having control over your household. But that's the boundaries you gotta set that you wouldn't have to set if it was just you and your nigga. I'm not going to chastise or discipline your child, but your child needs to be chastised or disciplined in a manner that we both see fit. You don't have to say that shit if that's your son. You're going to beat his ass. You gonna send your son to the room, go the fuck upstairs. You ain't gotta be like, now if your son don't listen, you probably call daddy. But you ain't gotta call daddy because you mommy. Now if he just daddy, when you got a badass kid in the house, do you know how fucking draining it is being like, what did your mother tell you to do? Or your mother went, no, folk, like you only got a few of those.
I will say it's very difficult. I kind of appreciate the fact that my kids are older and I'm dating. How much?
That's what happened on Full House.
How much more raising? Well, a lot.
I'm about to say don't.
No, I'm not gonna go. I need
especially to younger. Still,
yeah, I need to.
Both of them.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the right words. But I feel like with my kids being older.
Because my daughter needed positive woman reinforcement. She got a bunch, but she's still being raised. She don't need no fucking goofy in the house.
For sure. I just feel like there is. I think that the expectations of somebody that I deal with is just going to be a little less because my kids are so big. By the time that I move in with somebody and I'm pursuing something, my baby boy gonna be like 10.
Yeah, but that's still moving in somebody into with a 10-year-old. Like you saying he gonna be 10? He's still just 10. Like that's a whole new
Yeah, I look at my kids different.
Personality, but you shouldn't. It's a whole new personality. It's a whole new human being that you're introducing to this person. And if they don't got their best interest at heart, or they're not thinking that route, that's 10 to, and how it is. Do you want your 10-year-old to be like, yo, at 18, I'm getting the fuck out of here, or you want them to just be in a position to leave? 10 to 18 is crazy years, and you having somebody that's like not there for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I that's why I don't do. Well, I can't say why I won't do whatever, but I'm saying like how I start this shit. I don't want to deal with nobody with more than one kid because it says twin personality. Like if we did get to that level,
yeah,
I want to be for and about everybody in this house.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like,
oh, this is triggering a little bit.
I don't like, oh, this fucking nigga, like, or this, if her daughter say one more fucking thing, I don't want to have to go outside and air punch every time I'm around her kid.
Going through life and healing and growing, you heal and you grow. And every once in a while,
you know, when I be walking up the steps, I be walking.
Shut up. Every once in a while, you're reminded of those things that get you tight as fuck. Even though you've progressed past some stuff or forgiving yourself for some stuff, you still kind of get eggy with shit once it pops up. And I just was triggered.
Popping older? But that being said,
yeah.
Would you want to do that again?
Never.
Exactly. That's why you have, when you're in that situation.
And I think that that's always the goal. You know how people say like, oh, I don't want nobody around my kids unless I meet them first and da-da-da-da. People that say that, it's not always the best interest.
I'm about to say,
right? Some people that say that a lot of times, and I'm not saying that this is everybody, but I don't really care for that shit every time I fucking hear people say it. Because some motherfuckers is just trying to be controlling. Some motherfuckers is just trying to be in your fucking business. It's not always from the purest of spaces.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to let go and they want to control the situation.
Yeah.
And some dummies let people control situations. That's how they end up single. But
what the fuck?
Everybody being triggered. But no, I feel like
next week.
No, I get what you're saying because like
that's when you need to make sure that you are in a space. I think that there's so much stuff. Like I really, 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 truly believe that I'm in such a better place now to like date and like just do than I ever was before. Just the experiences, and that's just how life goes anyway. But
next week, dating with kids, because this was not.
I know, right? But it is very important for that to be understood, right? Like what is the reason behind that? Because it's not always the purest of hearts. And then just that knowing of the person that you're dealing with, these are conversations that you should have. I ask everybody that how do you feel about the fact that I have kids?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the fact that my kids are big kids? I have a teenager in high school who will be like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that? Because that's not just like, oh, this little boy growing up. He's done a lot of his childhood in the house growing already. So now you're coming into a space where we're prepping an adult for the world. You know what I mean? Like, I need to know how you feel about all of that. I need to see your sincerity.
Yeah, and you gotta get along with him more than anybody else. Like, cause that's he a whole human. It's no more. You're not like cultivating a personality or anything. Like,
right?
He is who he is.
Yeah.
Do we fuck with each other? Cause I say that about babies. Like, when I had my baby, like I don't even know if I fuck with Shorty yet. Like, we just met, but I still had time. Like but 14, you walking into a 14-year-old? Do we like the same shit? Like, can Can we both come down in the morning? Like, that's why I think about, right?
And what you was saying, what you were saying about like being on the outside and or like just being in a space where it's like, do I like how you raised your children?
Mm-hmm.
Liking how I raise my kids. I like how I raise my kids.
My thing is, or what
but
I was about to say
I can't say that is something for everybody else.
Can your significant other and your children come downstairs in the morning for breakfast without you? Like, can they coincide for breakfast? Like,
yes.
Can the nigga or your nigga start making breakfast? Will your kids fuck with what you cooking? Mm-hmm. Or can they put something on TV and be like, all right, he can be like, this ain't exactly what I want to watch, but I know this goofy little nigga like whatever, and I can sit through it. No, I'm not actually cooking, but I know like he like fucking Captain Crunch. He a Cheerios nigga, like, you mean, like, him, like, however it go, like, can they coincide? Like,
can they? Yeah. I truly want my kids to vibe with my significant other. I don't want it to just be like this other parent in the house. I want there to be.
I feel like that'll be a major test for anybody. Like, before y'all actually move in together. But, you know, it go from they meet the kids that are like sleepovers happening. We grown. Mm-hmm. When the sleepovers happen and they, you know, after they got a little time in, sleep late. Sleep late and see
how
they interact with the kids. This should go both ways. Like if that nigga got kids, he should be able to sleep late. And when you get can you get up?
You maneuver.
Yeah, can you get up? It's like, it don't gotta be like, oh yeah, you ain't gotta be all extra. Oh yeah, I cooked their favorite meals and all. Like,
right, yeah.
Like, how did y'all
vibe? Yeah. When you came downstairs,
did you go make a cup of coffee and come right back up to the room?
Right, like, yeah. When you came downstairs, and Poggy was watching TV like he gonna be.
Yeah. Did y'all?
How did that go?
Did you see if he ate? Like, you saying like shit like that?
Like regular stuff. Yeah. I want them to vibe. I really.
And I feel like they should. That
happens.
And that's kind of a trash thing as parents, but that's just something that because we're the ones working. That's something we got to do with. Even if the person is perfect for you, if they're not perfect for your child, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go because it's not perfect. Because that's you.
Because it's not perfect. Yeah, that's part of you.
Yeah.
I'm really like very comfortable in the space that I am with letting go of whatever ain't right.
It took me a while to get here, and I told you, ooh, that's trash. Excuse me. And I told you, like, I probably met the best person I've ever met, like, as of lately. Mm-hmm. But I'm a lot easier with letting go now. Because back in the day, like, it was just like, you know, as a man, find a girl, and then just like you deal with her. You just you don't gotta be happy. Just like, you know, she happy, you go to work. You know, as long as she happy,
you go to work.
Because when you grew up, you like your girl happy, she don't cheat. That's it. That's all. That's all niggas was supposed to look for. She don't cheat, so you want a homebody. Mm-hmm. And as long as she ain't like she happy, you keep her happy enough that she don't go nowhere. That's all you was taught as young. Like, you know, like, no, happy wife, happy life. Like, just being in miserable spaces, because of love or what shit like that. Niggas is used to that. I told you last episode, it's just I'm past that now. Like, if it's not right for me,
I don't want it.
Yeah, I'm quick to.
Yeah, you know I'm really in a space where my person will be our person. Like, I do come with 2 kids, and even if that's what you're settling for, in the literal term of it, then understand what you're settling for.
I think I can admit that's the rawest thing about my my last situation is the vibage with my children. I don't have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like it all the time. Cause like, but what about me?
I'm still here.
But it's a good fucking. And I've never dealt with a woman that mistreated.
Right, but the vibe ain't always been like that vibe. I remember you saying.
Yeah, it was never how y'all do it. It was never with they twins and they vibing. Now it'll be like, oh, Daddy, you was here? Whole time.
Yeah, whole time.
Yeah. The food you ate, I bought it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, never left.
Never left.
You ain't hear me on the phone ordering the fucking food? I've been here.
Whole time.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
I'm excited for that. So whoever settles for me. I hope you vibe with my boys. They deserve. I not just like me and what I want. It's what my kids deserve to. What if you are going to be
episode 22,
like 23, 22, 23.
Episode 23, settlement.
I talked to my lawyer about the divorce today too.
Settlement. Double
okay, up. Let's double up.
So double up. All right, that.
But I want that for my kids too. They deserve, if there is going to be a man coming into the house, they deserve a bond. Somebody that really fuck with them. I have great kids. I want that person to know that. Like, as much as I boast about my kids, they got straight A's. I have a special needs child.
Everybody think they got great kids.
That's true.
But you just need somebody who thinks it too.
Who thinks it too, yeah.
Because I don't think all these kids great. My kid probably not as great as I think. Because I think
my kids is great.
They raw.
My kids is all that.
But I just need somebody who think they just as raw as I think.
Yeah.
Because my mom probably said the same thing. Like, oh, my babies is... I wasn't that much. I wasn't always cracked up to be.
Like, Thomas?
Him?
You sure? From 18th Street?
The blind one? I also want to play catch with that nigga.
Tom said that's why he never got into sports.
Well, that's a good excuse. I couldn't see. They didn't make contact style. I was 42. Stretch. I went too far?
Way too far.
I forgot how old I was. That's why I fumbled.
Clearly.
I was going to say 22, but I was like that.
Anyway, vibe with my babies, and I love you forever. Maybe. I got issues.
I was saying my kids angry too, especially the younger one.
They cute though.
They definitely model worthy.
Yeah, I mean, some lookers.
But shit, the little one. I told you she got 2 faces. I told you.
You told me she got 2 faces. Anyway, y'all. Settlement. Do it, don't do it. Find your person. Yeah. Okay? All of that extra bullshit sometimes that we like hold on to so heavily. It's not always important.
Is, right? When the Europeans came over here, they had settlements at first. Then it was colonies. Now the states. Now we the greatest country in the world. Sometimes you gotta settle. You might become a superpower. You know, have the best military in the world.
Bye.
Keep on one day. Bye.